Hey everyone, welcome back to English Speakology, where we help you speak English naturally, confidently, and fluently.
Hi guys, I'm Alex, and today we're going to talk about something very useful, dictionaries. Boom.
Yes, dictionaries, we all know them, we all use them, but most of us don't use them the right way.
Exactly. And in today's episode, we'll cover some IELTS-style questions about dictionaries, useful vocabulary, and also give you tips on how to talk naturally about this topic in your IELTS speaking test.
So get your notebook ready, sit back, and let's start learning English the Speakology way.
All right, Ryan, let's start with the part 1 questions, the simple ones, everyday style.
Sure, you can use these to build fluency and natural rhythm. Do you often use a dictionary?
Yes, I use a dictionary quite often, especially when I come across new or unfamiliar words. I mostly use online dictionaries like Cambridge or Oxford Learner's Dictionary. They're really helpful because they also provide pronunciation and example sentences.
Nice answer. I'd say yes. I use dictionaries almost every day. Since I'm learning new words all the time, I rely on digital dictionaries on my phone. They make it easy to check meanings, synonyms, and pronunciation instantly.
Good. Notice how Alex used the phrase rely on. That's a good collocation. In IELTS, collocations show strong vocabulary. What kind of dictionaries do you prefer, paper or electronic?
I personally prefer electronic dictionaries because they're faster and more convenient. You can just type a word and get the meaning instantly. Plus, they often include examples, audio pronunciation, and even translations.
I agree, but I sometimes use paper dictionaries too. I feel like when I flip through pages, I discover new words accidentally, which doesn't happen with an app.
That's a very natural and smart observation. Discover new words accidentally. In IELTS, such phrases make your answer sound genuine and fluent. Do you think dictionaries are useful for learning languages?
Absolutely. Dictionaries are essential for language learners. They don't just tell you what a word means, they show you how it's used, how it's pronounced, and whether it's formal or informal.
Exactly. And many dictionaries now include idioms, phrasal verbs, and even collocations. So they're a complete learning tool, not just for looking up meanings.
Good point. So if the examiner asks this, you can use words like essential, valuable resource, or indispensable to sound advanced. When was the last time you used a dictionary?
I used one this morning, actually. I was reading an article and came across the word resilient, and I wanted to confirm its meaning and pronunciation.
Nice. I think I used one yesterday when I was writing a script. I wanted to find a better synonym for improve, and the dictionary helped me find enhance.
That's perfect. Using examples from daily life makes your answers sound more personal and realistic, something IELTS examiners love. Would you recommend using dictionaries to your friends?
Of course, dictionaries are one of the best tools for self-learning. I often tell my students that using a dictionary regularly can help you expand your vocabulary and understand context better.
Exactly. And I'd add, don't just read the meaning, read example sentences, listen to the pronunciation, and even repeat the word aloud. That's how you train your brain to remember new vocabulary.
Perfect advice. Here's the question. Describe a dictionary you have used. You should say what kind of dictionary it is, how often you use it, what you use it for, and explain why you find it useful.
All right, let me take this one first. The dictionary I use most often is the Oxford Advanced Learner's Dictionary, but the digital version. I've been using it for almost 3 years now. I use it mainly to check meanings, pronunciation, and to learn how to use new words and sentences. What I like most is that it also includes collocations, idioms, and grammar notes. For example, if I look up a verb like depend, it shows me that we say depend on something, not just depend something. Another great thing is the word of the day feature, which introduces me to new words every morning. I find it useful because it keeps my vocabulary growing. Overall, I think this dictionary has really improved my understanding of English and made me more confident when I speak or write.
That's a great example of how to organize your cue card. You covered what, how often, why, and personal opinion. Perfect IELTS structure. Now here's my sample. The dictionary I often use is Cambridge Dictionary Online. I started using it when I was preparing for my IELTS exam. What makes it special is the clear explanations and examples. I use it almost every day while reading or writing. It's also great for pronunciation because you can listen to both British and American accents. I also love the fact that it includes phrasal verbs, which are quite tricky for many learners. Overall, I find it an essential tool for anyone learning English because it's simple, accurate, and full of examples. It helps me use English more naturally.
Beautiful. That's exactly how you handle a cue card: fluent, personal, and organized. Now let's move on to part 3, where the questions are deeper and more abstract. How have dictionaries changed in recent years?
Dictionaries have changed a lot. In the past, people used only printed versions, which were quite heavy and not very portable. But now, we have online and app-based dictionaries that are interactive.
Exactly. Many modern dictionaries include features like pronunciation audio, video examples, and even AI-powered definitions that adapt to your level, so they've become more learner-friendly.
Exactly. Do you think printed dictionaries will disappear in the future?
I think printed dictionaries might not completely disappear, but their use will definitely decrease. People prefer convenience, and mobile dictionaries are faster and easier to use.
I agree. But I also think printed dictionaries will still exist for educational or nostalgic reasons. Some people just enjoy flipping through pages. It feels more traditional and serious.
That's a balanced answer. IELTS examiners love that kind of reasoning. What are the advantages of using a monolingual dictionary?
A monolingual dictionary, one that explains English words in English, helps you think directly in English instead of translating from your native language.
Exactly. It improves your understanding of English definitions and builds a stronger connection between words and ideas. Plus, it expands your vocabulary naturally.
What are some disadvantages of using a bilingual dictionary?
Well, bilingual dictionaries can make you depend too much on translation. You start thinking in your own language instead of English.
Yes, and sometimes translations are not accurate or don't show the exact meaning in context. That's why for intermediate learners, monolingual dictionaries are better.
Do you think young people still use dictionaries these days?
Not as much as before, I think. Many young people prefer using apps like Google Translate, but that's not always reliable.
Right. Dictionaries give accurate meanings, examples, and pronunciation, while translation apps often miss context, so it's important to teach students how to use dictionaries properly. Should schools teach students how to use dictionaries?
Absolutely. Using a dictionary is a basic skill for language learners. Schools should teach students how to find meanings, identify word forms, and understand example sentences.
Yes, if students learn to use dictionaries early, they can study independently and improve faster. It builds self-confidence in language learning.
All right, vocabulary time. Let's review some advanced words and expressions you can use when talking about dictionaries.
Here's a list you can note down. Definition, the meaning of a word. Pronunciation, how a word is spoken. Collocation, words that naturally go together like make a mistake. Synonym, a word with the same or similar meaning. Antonym, a word with the opposite meaning. Monolingual dictionary, English to English dictionary. Bilingual dictionary, dictionary that translates between two languages. Context, the situation in which a word is used. Usage example, a sentence showing how a word is used. Phonetic transcription, symbols showing pronunciation.
Nice list. You can also use these advanced adjectives. Reliable, trustworthy, comprehensive, includes a lot of information. Portable, easy to carry. User-friendly, easy to use. Informative, full of useful details.
Perfect for boosting your lexical resource score in IELTS speaking.
All right, here's today's fluency tip. Don't just look at the meaning, look at how the word is used in a sentence.
Yes, for example, if you see the word challenge, don't just memorize it. Look at example sentences like, learning English is a challenge, but it's worth it. She faced many challenges during her studies.
That's how your brain learns patterns, not just words.
Exactly. And when you read or listen, note how words are collocated. That's what makes your English sound natural. Thank you so much for joining us today on English Speakology.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more IELTS speaking practice videos and English conversations.
Boom. See you in the next episode, and happy learning.